GP Arms. You know about them? This is my first time having an interaction or even hearing about them. This is from a subscriber that also comes to the same range that I do. His name is Carlos. I'm sure he's in the chat. Carlos, hello, how are you? Um, and I'm quite interested in this firearm. Now, he did tell me, I did take a peek at it. He did tell me it kind of put him in the mind frame of a bull armory. And looking at it at first glance, it kind of does give that feel visually. This is a double stack 1911, and I'm finding out about it. Come on, let's talk about it. Okay, so this is the GP Arms Forza 3.1, and it's already so stinking cute. Pistol is clear. Look at that. Very nice, sexy looking pistol, and he's absolutely correct. It does look and mimic in visuals of the bull armory. It also gives me that the Prodigy. If you look at the grip on here, it also puts me in the mind frame of the Prodigy as well. So let's just run through it very quickly. Yes, that 3.1 is the barrel length of this pistol. He is riding the Hollison EPS carry. This does have bladed front sight with blacked out rear sight. There is some serrations in the sights as well. They are co-witnessing, so that is very good. If you lose your red dot, you're still able to shoot. As you can see, we do have some cuts in the slide with a ported 3.1 inch barrel. As you can see, there's 6 ports on that barrel. We also have 3 rail pick space underneath for you to, run the light of your choice. The trigger guard is not wide per se, because remember, this is a pretty compact pistol, but it's nice and round. So if you, I guess if you're wearing gloves of some sort, you should be able to still engage that trigger. We do have a flat skeletonized trigger. This trigger weight, it can get you anywhere between 3.5 to 4 pounds on that trigger, which is not bad at all. You do have your standard safeties on the left and the right side, making it ambidextrous. Takedown is pretty standard on that side. Your magazine release right here is pretty pronounced as far as not very flush with the firearm, so it is very findable with your thumb if you're looking for, to engage that magazine release. Your safety does not seem tight at all. It's nice and smooth. You also have a skeletonized hammer on here, as you can see, very nice. Your grip safety also works as that reverse beaver tail. The texture on this grip, as I was telling you, kind of puts me in the mind of that Prodigy, and it does feel very nice in the hand. Feels very familiar for sure, as far as it goes with that bull armory that I have. Looks good. Looks really good. Let me make sure I'm not missing out or leaving out any pertinent information on here. Now, it does show, or it does read, that this does have a 14-pound recoil spring on here, and you are able to make this very personalized. It comes in all different colors that you can mix, match, and make and do all that good stuff. This is chambered in 9mm, and she's pretty sexy. Now, she does come with 2 17-round magazines, metal magazines, these MBX 9mm magazines, and it feels good. As I said, she came in a very nice, so it's very nice. At least it's a hard case. It's definitely something that it makes me excited when I receive things in hard cases. Carlos, thank you again for the ammunition as well. We are shooting today the 6-hour Professional Defense Ammunition Elite Defense V Crown, and this is 124 grain hollow points, jacketed hollow points. And we also have some USA Target Pack 115 grain. So he's giving me a little bit of some and some. So I'm gonna show you, she run hollows as well as full metal jackets. But what we have in our magazines first is our Elite Defense by Sig Sauer. So we know where I didn't tell you. Y'all, how y'all let me get this far and not let you know that we are in a safe and controlled environment. We are at the gun range, Immokalee Range and Gun Club, and this video is for educational purposes only. How you let me forget that? But anyway, the only thing left now to do is what? Suit them up so we can send them down range. All right, let me give you one. I'll take one. And let's see how this shoots. My red dot is on, or the red dot is on. Wow, this feels good in the hand. It feels tough. You know, when I try to describe the feeling of, of firearms to you, and I'd be like, dang, that feels tough. It feels, you know what I'm saying? Sturdy, feels secure. Yes, it does feel very in the hand. Oh, that was nice. It was actually a little bit heavier without the magazine. So that was a nice rack. All right, let's get this first shot. Let's feel out this trigger. Whoa. Very minimal take up. It ain't no take up. None. None. No take up whatsoever. Strap that slide with my thumb. Thumb is kind of short, but it made it. Let's see. I don't like that steel. For this to have a 3.1 inch barrel, the ports, I can definitely feel them working. The recoil on here is not as obnoxious as it would have been without the ported barrel. Now, it is very much so controllable, but I'm going to go back and let you know that you already know how I feel about compact and subcompact firearms. Now, something like this, I would definitely have to put a gas pedal on here to help me continue to drive the shots forward, but overall, without the gas pedal, it shoots very nice. The trigger, there is no take up on that trigger. You don't believe me? Look at that. That's it. Ouch. Pinch myself. Reset. That's it. That is it. Nice. Okay, so between, all right, let's go Full Metal Jacket. So between these two, which would be the Bull Armory and this GP Arms, I think it's probably about $100 difference between the two. But this does feel solid. I feel like they did a pretty good job with this firearm. And she's cute. See if we can get these sped up. All right, that was Full Metal Jacket. Now we're going back in with the jacketed hollow points. Let's look at that grainage. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. Now, that Full Metal Jacket magazine, I feel like I just spit those out with no issue. All right, so this is 115 grain Full Metal Jacket, and then these are 124 grain jacketed hollow points. So the lighter grainage, I did feel like I was able to control the recoil a little bit more with the lighter grainage, but she's still shooting very, very well. The GP Arms Forza 3.1 double stacked 1911. Huh. Wow. Very nice shoe. I am enjoying this. Now we're going back in with those Full Metal Jacket 115 grain. That's how she looks with her magazine. Forza. Forza. Is that like Portuguese or Italian for force? Because in Spanish, sounds like fuerza, meaning fuerza, strong. Could it be? Let me know. Forza. Forza. Not today. I ain't gonna throw the people's stuff. I ain't gonna throw it. Yeah, see, my thumb is a little short, but that's all right. Forza 3.1. You all right? Whew. Caliente. Pistol is clear and my magazines are empty. And safe. The GP Arms Forza 3.1. Very, very nice. But one thing for me that I have probably, just shooting it and feeling it out, and as far as the trigger goes, the trigger doesn't feel like a 3.54. To me, it feels like a 4 a little bit more. But the actual take up and break on this pistol is so short and clean. The performance on the pistol, it performed. It did what she was supposed to do. She felt good in the hand. For me, something this small, I need a little bit more reinforcement for myself to be able to keep that barrel, or try to help mitigate some of that muzzle rise with a gas pedal. But I was able to, because there is no light on here, kind of cradle my thumb right in this raceway where you would actually run your light or whatever. So I was kind of pushing my thumb in there like that to try to prevent some of that muzzle rise. But the ports are definitely doing what they need to do. This is just me shooting something this small. I'm sure anybody else that probably has a stronger grip than I do, a bigger hand than I do, would definitely keep those shots on steel, and keep this pistol from rising, not even a millimeter. Very, very nice. Forza. The GP Arms Forza 3.1. Very nice. But I can see where they robbed Peter and robbed Adam, and they brought it to Paul. You look at it for yourself. What does this look like to you? If you had to build a firearm or built this pistol, what would you take and who would you have taken it from to make this? Let me know. Drop that in the comments. For me, I do see a little bit of bull. I do see a little bit. I do have maybe a little bit of a staccato when it comes to like the skeletonized trigger, and as I said, the Prodigy when the grip goes. But they've put their own little twist on here, and it's very much so appreciated for sure. And as I said, this can be created in as far as look goes, in whatever it is, or whatever it is they have. They have quite a few options available. So let me know, what did y'all think? What did y'all see? How did y'all feel? Drop that in the comments. Let's talk about this GP Arm Forza 3.1. Very, very nice. Listen, Yoke Gang, thank you so much for supporting the channel just by watching this video. And I do know I love it when things work, but I love y'all for life. Muchos besitos.